Black 22. 54. Ricky.
They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he finds Clark. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 3rd down gain of 19. A 1st down carry by Elliott. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Winston on 4th down. Trying to lay one up deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the 3rd leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. He finds some open field here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
That's how we do, D. That's how we do. They don't want to know.
Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the shotgun, Ryan. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. On 1st down, Ryan. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Cameron Jordan, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
47's the mark, boy. 47. Check.
Here's Ryan. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
General West. Out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check that.
They'll try and pick up the 1st with Gurley. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And Thomas has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The end result, 21 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Jameis to throw it. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thomas, the intended target.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, And then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack. Yeah,
right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Here's Gurley. And some room to work. And they work this out past the 25. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They were probably just looking for a couple yards of breathing room, snapping the ball at their own 2. Well, they got a lot of breathing room.
And even knowing that offenses are as aggressive as
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons.
Ready. 21. Here we go, G. Get off the field. Mike's 54. Hey, Haywood. Space. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know, coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8-ball on the road to get things going.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. On first and 10, Winston. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation.
Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 11th touchdown of the year. And his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. What's good on the extra point? And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
51. Check, Gun. Tight down. There you go. 40. Hey, Delta. 47.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I'm
trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone of the Falcon defense touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Back to it after the pick six.